Do you ever wonder how people see the world? It's fascinating to think about how each of us perceives the same scene in unique ways. Our brains interpret the visual information our eyes receive, creating a personal experience of the world around us. We all look at the same things, but our brains might see them differently. The way we perceive colors, shapes, and even light can vary from person to person. This diversity in perception adds richness to our shared experiences. Color is a great example. Imagine an artist mixing paints to create just the right shade. Each subtle difference in color can evoke different emotions and reactions in people. What looks bright red to you might look a little different to me. This is because our eyes have different numbers of color receptors, and our brains process these signals in unique ways. That's because our eyes and brains work together in unique ways. The combination of our eye structure and brain function creates a personalized view of the world. This difference in how we see color is what makes the world so interesting. It allows us to appreciate the same scene in a multitude of ways, adding depth to our experiences. It's like everyone has their own special way of experiencing the beauty around us. This unique perspective is what makes art, nature, and everyday life so captivating. Some people can see more colors than others. These individuals have an extraordinary ability to distinguish between subtle shades that most of us might miss. They have what's called superhuman eyesight. This enhanced vision allows them to see a broader spectrum of colors, making their world even more vibrant. Want to know if you're one of them? Let's find out. There are simple tests that can reveal if you have this remarkable ability. Get ready for a fun challenge that will put your color vision to the test. Whether you have superhuman eyesight or not, this will be an exciting way to explore the fascinating world of color perception. This test has 4 stages. Each stage gets a little harder. Don't worry, it's just for fun. In each stage, you'll see a group of colors. Your goal is to find the one color that doesn't quite belong. It might be slightly different from the others. Think of it like finding a lost puzzle piece. Ready to begin? Get your detective eyes ready. Okay, time for the first challenge. This one is a warm-up, so it's pretty easy. Most people can spot the different color right away. In fact, over 95% of people get this one right. Did you find it? If so, great job. You're on your way to becoming a color vision champion. If not, no worries. It's just a warm-up. Let's move on to the next stage. Section 4, stages 2 and 3, a sharper eye. In this section, we delve deeper into the nuances of color perception and challenge your ability to distinguish between shades that are incredibly close to one another. Stage 2 is a bit trickier. Here, the colors are closer together, making the difference harder to spot. This stage tests your attention to detail and your ability to notice subtle variations. The colors are closer together, making the difference harder to spot. You might find yourself second-guessing your choices, but trust your instincts and take your time. Only about half the people who try this stage get it right. It's a true test of your visual acuity and patience. Don't be discouraged if you find it challenging. It's all part of the process. Stage 3 is where things get really interesting. The colors are so similar that it takes a very sharp eye to see the difference. This stage pushes your perception to its limits. The colors are so similar that it takes a very sharp eye to see the difference. You might need to look at the colors from different angles or under different lighting to catch the subtle distinctions. Only about 30% of people can do it. This stage is not just about seeing the colors, but also about understanding the context in which they appear. How are you doing so far? Still feeling confident? Excellent. Remember, this is a journey to sharpen your eye and enhance your perception skills. Let's see if you have what it takes to conquer the final stage. Stay focused, trust your vision, and let's move forward to the ultimate challenge. Section 5. Are you a super seer? This is it, the final stage. You've made it through the previous sections, and now it's time to put your color vision to the ultimate test. This one is incredibly difficult. The colors are so close in shade that even the slightest difference can be hard to spot. The colors look almost identical. It's a real challenge to distinguish between them, and it requires a keen eye. Only a small number of people, about 8%, can spot the difference. This elite group has an extraordinary ability to perceive subtle variations in color. If you can see the difference, you have exceptional color vision. This means your eyes are more sensitive to color variations than most people. You might even be what's called a tetrachromat, someone with 4 types of cone cells in their eyes instead of the usual 3. Tetrachromats can see millions more colors than the average person. This rare ability allows them to experience the world in a way that most of us can only imagine. How did you do? No matter your score, this test was just a fun way to explore the amazing world of color perception. It's fascinating to see how our eyes and brains work together to interpret the colors around us. Share your results with your friends and see if they can beat your score. It's always interesting to compare and see who has the sharpest eyes. Don't forget to check out our other articles and quizzes for more fascinating facts and challenges. There's always something new to learn and discover about the incredible world of vision and perception.